Hi. I'm Paul. I will be your virtual trainer today. Please watch my video to learn everything you will need to know about microsale. Please use the printout to follow along. First, I will cover how to clock in. This will apply to cooks, cashiers and any other hourly employee. Each employee will have a unique 4-digit number. This number is assigned to you by management. Usually the number will be the last 4 digits of your social security number or phone number. After you enter your number, you will press the golden out button. If you have worked prior shifts in this pay period, your shifts will appear in the white box. The bottom left corner will show your hours for the week. Your hours are calculated in hundreds. For example, if you work 5 hours and 30 minutes, your hours will show 5.5. Remember, minutes are a fraction of an hour. During any time, you can press the gray Print Time button. This will print a timesheet of your logged hours. Press Punch in to record your time. In the right corner, in the blue box, you will see that a cashier is not assigned to the register. Just because you clock in, does not mean you are assigned. Please have a manager assign your drawer at the beginning of your shift. Kim is now assigned to the register. Please view the manager videos for starting an audit. When you are assigned, the cash drawer is your responsibility. All keystrokes will be captured in the system. Meaning, the assigned drawer will be associated with the voids, discounts, and sales rang-in on this terminal. Only you or a manager will be able to access the order screen when the drawer is assigned. All other employees will only be able to clock in or out. This is the order screen. The main screen you will use to complete orders. The white area is called the virtual check. This will show all rang-in items before you complete an order. Above that, you will see the check number, abbreviated with CHK. If you typed in a customer name, you would see that in place of the check number. The page up and down purple arrows allow you to scroll through long orders. Below the virtual check, you will see the tax amount, pre-tax and check total. To the right of the virtual check is a blue dine-in button. This is a toggle between dine-in and to-go orders. Press the button to change the order destination. The buttons to the right are called categories. The categories are different screens of menu items. Only 9 categories show on a screen, so, to see more, touch the Display All button. The buttons in the middle, under the title of the category, are the menu items. I will ring in a simple order to show you a few different functions. For odd requests that would not include an extra charge would be entered with attach request. Do not use this function for adding anything to the menu item. Attach request items will always be shown in parentheses. Now, I will ring in a slightly more complicated item. A question will appear asking if you would like to make the item a combo, which will add in a coffee. These are modifiers. The top toolbar shows the screens you will need to go through to ring in the item correctly. Red means that the modifier is required. You must choose one option on each screen. You may touch the different boxes and go out of sequence. The red bagels are the bad choice. If you made a mistake, or the customer changed their mind, touch the modifier in question. It will bring up that modifier list again. Notice that the background turned blue. This means you can just touch Done without choosing a modifier. To complete an order and cash it out, you have many different options. The first option is to collect payment on this screen, which is the order screen. You can press cash, which assumes the customer is paying with exact cash. You may use the quick tender keys, or you can swipe the credit card here. The only time you will not be able to use the order screen for payment is splitting payments and gift cards. The large text shows the total amount due. Flashing underneath will be the change to be given back to the customer. When payment is completed, you will be shown a blank order screen to start a new order. Now, I will go over more of the function buttons. Please note that the function buttons can be changed depending on settings. So, potentially, you may see a few different function screens on your system. After an item is rang in, you may press Repeat Item. This will repeat whatever item is highlighted. The Repeat button is convenient for long menu items. You may repeat items and then go back and change the modifiers. Notice again that the screen is blue. This means you do not have to change the modifier. Modify Item recalls hidden modifiers. For example, if you have a sandwich but you want to say no tomatoes, Modify Item will pull up that modifier. Occasionally, no hidden modifiers are attached as no extra modification can be done. Edit modifier is essentially the longer version of touching the modifier on the virtual check. Edit modifier pulls up the entire list of modifiers for that specific menu item. Press Quit if you do not want to make any changes. Start Over will wipe out the modifiers for you to start over. Before you send a check to the kitchen, you will be able to delete items. This is in case the customer changed their mind, or a mistake was made. Highlight the item then press Avoid Delete. Moving down the list, is the discount function. Certain discounts will be accessible by a cashier. However, if it is not available for you to use, it will require a manager to authorize. Start Over will wipe the order clean. This function cannot be used if the items have already been printed. At that point, you would need to void the check. The items will appear red if that has happened. Moving down, the gift card balance function will show you a customer's gift card balance. This can be done at any time. At this point, swipe the gift card. This will show you the account number and the total balance. This can be printed for the guest to see, or you can exit the screen. The Paid Out function allows a cashier to enter in any paid out and deduct it from the cash drawer amount. So, Kim, who is assigned to this drawer, will know that she is responsible for the receipt of the missing cash. You may have more paid out categories in your system. Press the numerical field next to the category you want to populate a keypad. Type in the paid out amount and press Done. You must save for the changes to register. To show you the saved changes, I'll click Paid Out again. This shows you a PDF view of the saved paid outs. For convenience purposes, employees can clock in from the order screen. This is helpful when the store is busy but you do not want to waste the time by logging out. This will take you to the regular clock-in screen. After the employee clocks in, you will be back on the order screen. Moving along, the quantity button is useful for simple menu items. You will press the number and then the menu item. The reason I say simple menu items is because menu items with multiple modifiers will look jumbled on the virtual check. Those items are better to be done one by one, or using the repeat button. The Show Menu list is helpful if you do not know where a menu item is located. This will list all items in alphabetical order. When you touch the item, you will still be prompted with the necessary modifiers. Like I stated a few slides ago, the cash button assumes the customer is paying with exact cash. However, you can also enter in a different amount. The green sale prompt will normally flash for 15 seconds, but it will go away if you touch anywhere in the green space. Another way to tender orders is pressing the tender key. If paying by credit card, you can swipe the card on this tender screen, or you can press credit card and swipe it on the actual credit card screen. If you need to swipe multiple credit cards, you must do it from the credit card screen. Here, you can swipe from 1 to 8 cards. After each card is swiped, the balance will automatically recalculate in even amounts. If you need to adjust the amounts, you can do that after you swipe the cards. In this example, the customer only wants to pay a specific amount of the balance. When customers want to split charges or not pay the total amount, you must be on this screen. To change the amount, press the sale amount field where it says 108. Press No, since you do not want to apply the whole balance. After applying an amount on the card that is not the total balance, you will be put back on the tender menu. From here, you can see that the balance due is 58 cents. The total of the check shows under the number keypad in the white box. You can either use the tender keys on the bottom of Change to Next Dollar, which means it will display the change for $1, since that is the next dollar up, or use the quick tender keys. If you have an amount you wish to type in, use the keypad and then press Cash. In this next example, I will show you how to enter in a credit card manually. Press the credit card button. Use the buttons beside the manual enter text. First, press Apply Balance. Again, like my last example, you do not have to apply the whole balance on the credit card. Now, type in the credit card number. And lastly, type in the expiration date. When you are ready to process the credit card charges, touch the Send button. You can watch the elapsed time area. As soon as you touch Send, the time will start. The response time should come back from the processor within 3 to 5 seconds when processing via the internet, or within 20 to 30 seconds when using a dial-link modem or phone line. When the response is received, the credit card slip will print, or a message will appear saying that the card declined. Rarely you will need to use an authorization number for credit cards. But if you receive a message or phone call from the processor, and they give you an authorization code over the phone for the transaction, you can use the Enter Auth Number button to enter the code given. Do not enter a number unless you have talked to your processor. Otherwise, you will have problems settling your batch. In this last example, I will show you how to tender out different trays using the credit card screen. Now press Tender. You can pay out the order altogether, or Pay by Tray. To pay by tray, touch the orange button on top. Highlight which tray you would like to pay first. The first tray I will use cash, using the quick tender keys. The first person paid with a $10 bill. Tray 1 then disappears, but shows you the changed amount. It does not matter which tray you cash out first. Microsale does not care if it is paid by cash or credit card. After highlighting the second tray, touch the credit card button. Swipe the card and press send. It will close itself out of the screen. Now you are ready to take a new order. Please see written documentation for further instructions. Now, your shift is over. You have counted down your drawer and are ready to go home. You can type in your number first or after pressing the In Out button. Press the Punch Out button. After pressing Punch Out, you will see a validation screen. This is so that you have a clear understanding of your shift and approve the time. If the time is correct, press I agree with the time. If the time is wrong, press I do not agree. Both options will allow you to clock out. However, if you press do not agree, a manager will be notified and will contact you regarding the issue.